I got that Dirty Jersey song in my head the whole fucking day. Dirty.
Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song.
And got home, talked to Abba for a little bit. And that's about it. And then I get home. I go to bed. And I wake up. And it turns out Jackie the Jokeman is fucking all over the Epstein files. And I'm like, what? Apparently him, Nick DiPaolo, Bobby Slayton, and Woody Allen went out to eat with Jeffrey Epstein at Jeffrey's house. I'm like, what? And Jackie's like happy about it. I'm like, that's odd.
Get him on the show. So that's Nick DiPaolo on a lap. Bobby Slayton. Look at Bobby Slayton. He's put his head leaning on Woody Allen's head, which I'm sure Woody Allen find that annoying. And then there's that Jay Thomas guy. And then I guess that's Jackie the Jokeman on the far right. So again, I don't know. Say even this. Supposedly there's a photo from Jackie the Jokeman Martling at Epstein's house
years ago, 10 years ago, and we had the radio show. And you know, I'm pals with everybody, and Bobby Slayton came on the radio show a bunch of times, and we did a couple shows in Las Vegas. You know who he is, right?
Oh, yeah, I was on those shows.
Slayton's great.
At my worst set.
And he says, "Oh man, it's so great that there's this rich guy who has a bunch of comedians over to dinner once in a while, and he's got apartments in the city. Something he really likes me, so sometimes he just lets me stay in one of his apartments when I'm in Manhattan, so I don't have to get a hotel room." And I'm like, yeah, it sounds funny. He goes, "Oh, yeah, we had dinner there the other night. It was like Louis Black and Louis C.K. and David Brenner." I'm like, "Slayton, get me invited to one of these goddamn dinners. Get me invited." So one day he called me and said, "I got you invited to dinner at the rich guy's house." I'm like, "That's fantastic." So at the time, Jeffrey Epstein had gotten in trouble in Florida. And we didn't know, you don't do due diligence. You go into somebody's house for dinner. And Slayton said, yeah, he got in trouble in Florida for fooling around with underage girls. I worked in Florida so much, and you're down at the Fort Lauderdale comic strip.
Who cares? I want a free filet mignon and lobster. Oh, yeah.
You don't even talk like that. We can hear him talking. He doesn't talk anything like that.
Yeah. Oh. Aye.
And these girls come in, and they look 25 years old, and they're like 16 years old. But they're all made up, and they're beautiful and sexy. You don't ask anybody, let's see your driver's license. You're just having fun. So I figured he fooled around with the wrong girl, or maybe she tattletailed, who knows. But I didn't think in terms of anything heinous at all. So we went. And that picture that I sent you, that picture was taken by Jeffrey.
Oh, really?
That picture was taken in Jeffrey's apartment at 2 East 71st Street in Manhattan.
Oh, so it's not on the island. So that makes more sense. They all wouldn't fly down there. And Woody Allen lives on the Upper East Side anyway.
Right. I got to stop you for a second because I want to show the picture. I was because you told me it was at Jeffrey Epstein. It was at Jeffrey Epstein's house, so I was expecting Jeffrey Epstein in this picture. But now you're saying he took this picture.
Well, yeah, he would never.
All right, here's the picture. Explain who's in there.
I can't see that, but from left to right, I know it's
Nick
DiPaolo, Bobby Slayton, Woody Allen, me, and Jay Thomas.
There it is.
So they're having dinner. Slayton's with his wife. Woody Allen has Sunyi's with him. And we're just having a conversation. A bunch of people having dinner. Quiet, but he's definitely present. People are asking him questions. He said no. He said he never watched Saturday Night Live. He didn't watch any TV. He didn't know anything. And somebody said, "Well, you got to know Jay Thomas's Lone Ranger bit." And he didn't. Are you familiar with what? And
and we laughed
a bit, and Woody said some weird stuff, and it was just a fun time. Like anytime you're sitting around with 6 comics, you can't not have fun, you know. And after we're done, Epstein said to me, you know, I love jokes. You know, he said, you know, he was brilliant, just a brilliant mathematician and stockbroker and everything. I mean, you know, he's heinous, but what he did, he was so good at. That's why he was such a gazillionaire. And he said,
he's a grifter.
I really love jokes. Why don't you come back and we'll have dinner and we'll shoot the breeze? I said, that sounds great. So a couple weeks later, I went back to his apartment. It was just me and him.
Jesus.
And they served us at dinner, but I think we had like hamburgers, and it was a nice looking girl that served us, but she wasn't 12 years old or dressed naked. There were no pictures of naked girls, or, you know, it was a normal. The funny thing is, it's the single, I think the single, the largest single residence in Manhattan. It used to be a girls' school, which why they let that fact escape, because the irony of his apartment, girls' school, and it was immense. And there's a guy playing, some kid he was putting through Juilliard was playing the piano while we ate. You know, it was just fun. It wasn't snotty, it was just fun. And I swear to God, Opie, it was a Columbo. I was leaving, and I got to the top of the foyer, and you know, private foyer, and the steps going down. On the left was a painting of Bill Clinton holding a blue dress, and the blue dress is incredibly stained. And I said to him, "That's a wild painting." I said, "I know Clinton is your friend. What's he think of that?" And he said, "Well, that's not his favorite, you know." So Donald Trump had just come down. This is April of 2015. You're rich. You're a New Yorker, and you're rich. You must know Donald Trump. And I swear to God, this is true. And it's so funny. He told me this, and after he told me this, I would try and repeat the story, but people look at me like I was so full of crap, you know. And like however many years later, that guy Michael, whatever his name, put out a book called Fire and Fury, or
Michael Cohen.
And the story that he told me is in that book. And they actually had the text of that story pasted on the screen on MSNBC and CNN, because it was an outrageous story that somehow has gone away, which makes me, you know, who knows. We're on the way out, and he goes, yeah, me and Donald used to be good friends, but we had a falling out. So this is Jeffrey Epstein talking to me, okay? He
Allegedly,
said, falling out,
as we like to say.
We had a falling out, and I said, what happened? You did business with him, and he declared bankruptcy and ripped you off or something? He said, no, it was a morals thing. And at the time, I didn't know how heinous Jeffrey was. I said, oh, really? What happened? He said, one day out of the clear blue sky, Trump said to me, do you fuck your best friend's wives? And I was a little shocked. And I said, well, I've never been married. But no, of course I don't. He said, well, Trump said to me, that's the only way I can get off, is to fuck my best friend's wives. And if I can't get to the women, I have their husband come into my office and I talk to them, but I have their wives on speakerphone without them knowing it. And I talk pussy with the husbands and get them going and tell them I got, you know, some Chinese girls upstairs or something. And their wives are listening so they can hear what low lives their husbands are. And that way it's easier for me to get to them. And he said, I just said, you know what? That's out of my wheelhouse. You know, honor amongst thieves. He said, you know, that was it. I never want anything to do with them after that, which is so crazy, because then what ensued after that, and here
then I emailed him to invest in my joke books.
He blew off Trump on a morals, you know, and I totally get that. I mean, the guy's heinous.
I like how Jackie's attacking Jeffrey Epstein on his word. Yeah, you could take this guy on his word. He's a legit guy. Yeah, that's what he said.
Sleeping with underage girls, but, you know, fucking your friends' wives is a whole nother level of sickness.
All right, listen.
Wait. Back that up. Wait a second. Wait, Jack, come on, bro. Wait
John's
a
allegedly
second.
trying to have sex with Keanu.
That's a whole new level of sickness. You gotta be fucking with me. So pedophilia is somehow not as bad as banging someone's wife? What?
What ensued after that, and here he blew off Trump on a morals, you know, and I totally get that. I mean, the guy's heinous, and he's sleeping with underage girls, but you know, fucking your friends' wives is a whole nother level of sickness.
A whole
All
nother
right, listen.
level
I'm
of sickness?
speechless. Was this story ever told
You
before?
fucking
This
kidding
story
me?
is in the book Fire and Fury.
Okay, it's in the
At
book.
least
All
they're
right,
of age, Jackie.
wow. Because I have to say allegedly a million times because
If
Epstein's
you-
not
if
around
you-
anymore.
John's on the pier.
Trump, best friends' wives, or any combination, and Jeffrey, if you Google that, it comes right up.
I've never heard that story.
Aye.
And thank God when that book came out, all of a sudden I could tell the story again.
Right.
Because I thought it was weird and kind of wild, but I had no idea where it was going to go after that. You know, who knew Trump was going to become president? Who knew Epstein was going to wind up in jail? And you know, the whole thing blossomed after that. You know,
Did Epstein ever offer you anything?
no, nothing, nothing at all ever.
He stutters too.
He just loved jokes. I love the fact that he loved jokes and he was smart and we talked. You know, and when you're talking to somebody smart, it's fun and interesting.
The guy wasn't smart. He's a grifter. He was pretending to be smart, like Melton.
So I had a great time with him both times. You know, when we're all
got
sitting around
money.
having dinner,
He's
you know, you
got
didn't say
money.
anything unless it was really funny. And,
Got a lot of money.
and he was just sitting at the head of the table loving this because he was, you know, he's instrumental in causing the whole thing, you know.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thank
It's a
God.
wild story, but it's
I
absolutely
hope we can get Jackie on the show, but John can't. But John's tight with Jackie.
true. Michael Wolff, that's the guy who wrote it.
Okay. That's I'm speechless.
I show people that picture and they say, wow, it's a great picture. That's Woody Allen. Is that Jay Thomas?
Yeah.
Wow. And slowly but surely they recognize everybody.
Yeah.
And then I tell them that Jeffrey Epstein took the picture and they fall down, you know.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay, they fall down. Yeah, okay.
Literally, they fall down.
Dirty Jersey. Dirty Jersey rat. Dirty Jersey rat. Dirty Jersey.
You broke my heart, Dirty Jersey. You broke my heart. Mainly by including Granny. That's my main issue.
You know what? You weren't. I know that your ass was not going to bring this up.